welcome back to Calorie Blasters. So I had a loyal patron supporter who recently wanted to know whether or not it's okay to eat once a day. And, a lot of these questions that people ask about, is it okay to eat once a day? Should they eat twice a day or 3 times a day or 5 times a day? Really, it's hard to say. I mean, like if you look back at history, like there have been different eating practices and habits practiced by different cultures around the world. I was reading somewhere one time that Christopher Columbus actually noted that the Native Americans ate more than 3 times a day, whereas Europeans in those days ate 3 meals a day. Obviously, if the natives have been surviving for, had been in the New World for tens of thousands of years, and so they'd been eating in this way. So I think, the differing eating habits and styles have a lot to do with environment, have a lot to do with preference and things like that. For modern people, and if we look at eating habits at a individual level, essentially what we're talking about is preference. And so, a lot of things at the end of the day, in terms of thinking about how often you should eat, whether once a day or twice a day, it really is down to your own genetic makeup. So I would say it really depends. I mean, there is no right or wrong answer in terms of whether or not you should eat once a day. It all depends on you. I mean, personally, I don't recommend doing that just because, from my own personal experience, if you eat once a day, it's hard to maintain that, and then there'll be times when you'll just go crazy. You'll binge eat. You'll eat you get really hungry, and so you'll tend to make really bad choices. It's hard to sort of keep your discipline, and also eating once a day. You'll get hungry. It's hard to focus on other things you need to do. Okay, that's just me. I don't know. Maybe there might be people out there that can eat once a day and they can get by. They won't feel hungry. They can still operate normally. Okay, I just can't do that. So from a personal standpoint, I wouldn't recommend eating once a day. Now, I do eat twice a day. All right, and so right now it's about 7:39 p.m. at night. I have not eaten anything since about 1 something. All right, so I eat twice a day. I came back and had something to drink, but that, for me, that works. All right, for me, that helped me lose weight. In the evening anyway, I'm an early riser, right? I tend to wake up early in the morning, say around 5 o'clock or so. I tend to go to sleep pretty early. All right, so for me, that works. For some people, if you're a person that likes to stay up late at night, you're a person who like you work at night, then maybe your routine might be a little bit different. All right. Another reason I don't recommend eating once a day as well, because if you eat too little, then you're starving yourself, and then so that will affect your metabolism, and that will so that means that essentially it's not as effective. Your body is not as effective at burning calories as it would be if you had something that was more closely related to a normal basic diet. Okay. So in terms of thinking about eating habits and eating styles, again, it's really down to personal preference. I would say experiment, try different things out, see what works and what doesn't work. So if it works for you, then keep doing it. If it doesn't work, then try something else. That's life in and of itself, guys. Okay, so find what works for you and then go with that. All right, and then share your results. So obviously, if you tried something and you find, hey, well, I did that, I eat eating twice a day, or I'm eating salad 3 times a day, and now I'm losing weight. Well, share that with others so others can experiment as well. So the idea is that if we get enough of these different experiences and people sharing their experiences, people can have some idea in terms of how to proceed in terms of their weight loss goals and targets and things like that. So my hope is that people become more, that people experiment more with weight loss, and that people find out. I mean, obviously, if you find yourself in a situation where it's like, well, you know what, like I'm overweight, I need to lose weight, I need to become healthy. If you feel like that, then obviously the choices that you've been making up to this point have not been the best choices. So change is in order, or should take place, right? So then, well, there's optimism then that you might find the right way, and it's definitely an exciting opportunity as well to experiment with the different ways of eating, because you're actually, it's sometimes making changes in your life is very difficult. If you want to move from, say, if your job is unsatisfactory, sometimes it's not very easy to go and quit your job and have nothing and live in a car or live on the street, that kind of thing. So you might have to stay in a job that's not making you happy until you find a job that does make you happy. The same goes with relationships or anything for that matter. But eating is the simplest thing that you can change and actually see results immediately. Okay, not only in terms of weight loss, but also how you feel about yourself. I feel different after eating a salad versus eating McDonald's. Okay, maybe when I'm hungry, McDonald's might seem more appealing than a salad, but it's just something after eating a salad, you just feel more refreshed. You feel better, like, I made a good choice. I'm on the right path. It's just an overall good feeling. So making changes in your dietary habits actually can be very beneficial for you in terms of, just changing your life and just making that small change. And I think this cascades and it affects other areas of your life positively as well. All right, so that's my take on eating once a day. Again, it depends on your personal preference and depends on what works for you. So I wouldn't tell people not to try it. Personally, I wouldn't do that. But if you would like to try that kind of thing, go ahead and let us know down in the comment section if it worked for you or not. All right, so everyone, like this video, comment down below what you want to see next, and subscribe. Thank you.